Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Muttama Shloke Bhaktirabhavati Naishtaki. Randraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 27th chapter, titled as Understanding the Material Nature. The whole material world is composed of two types of things. One is living and another is non-living. Now all the living entities, they are composed of 24 elements. 5 elements are earth, water, air, fire, ether. Then Pancha Jnanendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas, 5 objects of senses, mind, intelligence, ego and consciousness. These are 24 elements which forms the material world. And then all the living entities, the soul is, when it comes in contact with this material nature, then soul also acquires the qualities of material nature. So originally the soul is spiritual, but when it comes in contact with the 3 modes of material nature, which are Sattva Guna, Raja Guna and Tamo Guna, under the influence of these gunas, the soul starts thinking itself as a body. So every living entity is a spirit by nature, and then you have this body, I have this body, somebody else has different body. Soul is separate from the body. But under the influence of this material nature, Sattva Guna, Raja Guna and Tamo Guna and Ahankara, the soul starts thinking that soul is a body. You think we are this body, right? We all think that we are this body. And then soul becomes so much attached to the body that whatever happens to the body, soul thinks that is happening with itself. So then soul starts thinking everything belongs to him because he starts becoming the proprietor. This is my house, my family, my car, my bungalow. And then soul comes under the body performs different types of karmas, and the soul becomes bound to those karmas. When soul becomes bound to those karmas, which is called Baddha Jiva, then it has to take birth again and again as per the karmas and desires. You understand this? So then the soul transmigrates from one species of life to another species of life because of this soul identifying with the body, body performing karmas, soul becoming bound to the karmas, and it has to take birth again and again. You understand this? So this is Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devhuti. But actually the soul is transcendental. But because of this mentality of becoming the master or the proprietor of everything, soul has to take birth again and again. It is just like in a dream, you might see certain scenes, but that is not true. As soon as you are awakened from the dream, you get separated from that. Similarly, soul, under the influence of the body and the modes of nature, has a dream that he or she is the body. But actually, that is not true, actually. Whatever we are experiencing in the daytime and whatever we are experiencing in the night time, both are dreams. Nighttime dream is only 6-7 hours. Daytime dream is 18 hours. But both are dreams, not are real. Both are just there as a temporary measure. So Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devhuti that if one really wants to, a soul wants to get free from all this, one has to engage oneself in the devotional service, and mind and intelligence with full control should be engaged in service of Lord Shri Krishna, Bhakti Yoga. Kapila Dev is explaining that one has to become by Shravana, Mata Katha Shravanena cha. The best way to engage in Krishna Katha, Krishna consciousness, is by hearing Krishna Katha. And while engaging in Bhakti Yoga, one has to see every living entity as equal, not to discriminate anybody, and not to have very close connection with anybody. You have to just keep a distance. And one has to be very celibate, uh, avoid the uh, sexual contact outside the marriage life. And one has to be very grave, not to speak unnecessarily. One has to execute Krishna consciousness services very sincerely. Then Kapila Dev says, while doing bhakti, one has to be satisfied with whatever we get, not to work too much hard for the material gains. One should not eat more than required. Yada shraya upalabdhena santushtha mita bhuka muni. Should not eat more than required, should not speak more than required. Vivikta sharana shanto maitra karuna atmavan. One has to live in a secluded place, always thoughtful, peaceful, friendly, compassionate, and self-realized. Then Kapil Dev says to Mata Devati, one, while doing this bhakti, one gets the knowledge of spirit and matter. And with this knowledge, one has to understand that I am aham mameti. I am not this body. Sometimes we have to distance ourselves from some of the materialistic identities, and one has to avoid false bodily conception of life. Further, Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devati in this shloka, Nivrutta buddhi avasthano duribhutanya darshana upalabdhya atmanam chakshur sheshavarkat madraka. Piladev is saying to Mata Devahuti, one should be situated in a transcendental position beyond the stages of material consciousness and should be aloof from all other conceptions of life. Thus, realizing freedom from false ego, one should see his own self just as he sees the sun in the sky. So here, Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devati about the consciousness. How should be the consciousness of living entity while living on this material world? We don't belong to this world, but somehow or other we are here. So how should we live? You understand this? Sometimes we go in a travel on a plane or train. In India especially, the trains are very congested. Even in Toronto, the trains are very congested. Now, when you're congested, so many people are around you. You can't remove everybody from the train, right? There are different kinds of people. Somebody is smoking, somebody is drinking, somebody is doing something, somebody is not behaving properly. What do you do in that case? You have to travel because you are in that train now. But now you have somehow or other, you have to maintain yourself, not to get disturbed, and focus what you are there for. You're there for travel. You're not there to stay forever. Are you there in the train forever? You're just there for some time. Just avoid those unnecessary distractions. keep the focus that, okay, I'm here to travel, cross this station. Once the next station comes, all this dirt will be gone. Is that right? Similarly, in this material world, we are put into this material world. There are so many wrong things, dirty things, bad things. Something is happening all the time. I can't get out of this material world. I am this world for now. What do I do? Keep my consciousness. Okay, I'm here for some time. Whatever the time I'm here, I'm going to pray to Krishna. Ah, that is Krishna consciousness. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining here. Consciousness acts in three stages under the material conception of life. Hmm? So consciousness means your chetana. What is your realization? That is consciousness. And in the material world, Srila Prabhupada is explaining there are three types of consciousness or three stages of consciousness. When we are awake, consciousness is in a particular way. When we are asleep, it acts in a different way. And when you are in deep sleep, consciousness is still another way. So now you have different consciousness. You are aware of the temple surrounding, you know that you are in the temple, you should behave properly. Is that right? That is one consciousness. When you go to sleep, your consciousness is different. You are in dreaming something, right? Whatever you have done throughout the day, that comes in the night as a dream, permutation combination. And then when you are a deep sleep, it's almost like a coma. Out of 6 to 8 hours of sleep, there are a couple of hours which are called deep sleep, which are very essential for you to survive. If you do not get deep sleep, you sleep 6 8 hours, but if you do not get 2 hours of deep sleep, you feel tired. Actually, we need 2 hours of sleep only, which is the deep sleep. But then to get the deep sleep stage, you have to go to sleep for another 4 hours so that you get 2 hours of deep sleep. So the consciousness is different in all the stages. To become Krishna conscious, one has to become transcendental to the three stages of consciousness. Our present consciousness should be freed from all perception of life other than consciousness of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is called Duribhutanya Darshana, which means that when one attains perfect Krishna consciousness, he does not see anything but Krishna. You see, when the child is young, small baby, 1 month, 6 month, 8 month, 1 year, what is the consciousness of the child? Where is food and sleep? That is the only consciousness of a child. Child has no desire to watch movie, check the Facebook page, check the WhatsApp message, check emails, what my neighbor is doing, what my parents are doing, my brothers are doing. Nobody. Child has no consciousness. What is the consciousness of a child? Food and sleep. That's it. No other consciousness. That's the primitive stage of consciousness. Then, as the person grows, the consciousness evolves. Right? Then the education, the family and the friends, then he starts identifying everybody. Right? So the child identifies my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, my family, my country, my society. Another consciousness. So now from the food consciousness, he has evolved into bodily consciousness, my relatives, everything. Then there is a third level of consciousness, is spiritual consciousness. Oh, you're beyond the body. I am beyond this body. I am not this body. Body is there, it is a covering, but my identity is beyond this. That is Krishna consciousness. So we have to evolve in consciousness. So what is Krishna consciousness? So he says he does not see anything but Krishna everywhere. You see the living or the non-living. We see that, oh, it's all created by Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything, and I am here to serve Krishna. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that the perfect devotee may see many movable and immovable objects, but in everything, he says Krishna is acting. So Krishna says, Maya dhakshena prakrute suyate sa chara charan. Char and achara. Everything is working under the direction of Krishna. So as soon as one becomes Krishna consciousness, he thinks, oh, maybe Krishna wants this to happen. Krishna is there in you. Krishna is there in everybody else. But when I see somebody doing wrong, we feel like, oh, that is not good for him. We feel compassion, we feel karuna, kindness. Somehow or other, may Krishna save him from this danger. We pray to Krishna. So many people come in the temple. We feel karuna, we feel compassion that, oh, everybody is trapped in this material world, in these different bodies. Everybody is suffering. You have one problem, another, somebody has a different problem, somebody has different problem. So as we pray to Krishna, hey Krishna, can you please help all these people to get out of this material world? Because everybody is trapped, everybody is boxed in a body. The Atma is boxed in this body, right? Somehow or other, the suffering are because of the soul being trapped in this body. We pray to Krishna, hey Krishna, somehow or other, please relieve everybody from this bondage of repeated birth and death. Take everybody back to home, back to Godhead, back to you. Why everybody is suffering? Because the only way our suffering can be relieved is we go to Krishna Loka. Otherwise, in this material world, whether you are born as a rich or a poor does not matter, because rich person has his own problem and poor person has his own problem. What is the problem common? Everybody has to birth, grow old, take a disease and die. It's a common problem for everybody. So we can't see the sufferings. A lot of people dying, having a lot of cancer and diseases. A lot of people are unemployed. A lot of people are addicted to drugs. A lot of people are committing crimes. We feel bad. How can these people be saved? Only by Krishna consciousness, by praying to Krishna. Hey Krishna, these people are suffering variety of ways because they are trapped within the body. Can you please help them? Somehow or other, you make them a devotee. Somehow or other, make them surrender to you. So that all these people come to you, they understand their real position, that they are not this body. Why are they fighting with each other? One country is fighting with another country. One country is attacking another country, bombing, killing so many people. When we see the humanity suffering, animals are also suffering. A lot of people are killing animals. Animals are also suffering. People are dumping all the dirty things in the material nature. So material nature is also suffering. So as a devotee, he thinks that, oh Krishna, can you please save everybody? Somehow or other, you come yourself and save this, because I don't think we can do anything like this. We are ordinary people. But you have a superpower. Can you please come and save all these people who are suffering like crazy? Everybody has their own suffering, right? So we pray to Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Please, please, please come and save all these people who are fighting with each other. A brother is fighting with another brother. Husband and wife are fighting and killing each other. Family, children are abandoning their parents. not looking after their old age parents. In one city, one mob of people are fighting with another mob of people. One country is fighting with another country. One type of religious people are fighting with other type of religious people. So it's a chaotic situation in this material world. Hey Krishna, you are the only one who can save all these people. So many young people, misguided, do not know what to do not have jobs, they succumb to drugs. They have nothing else to do, so they just go and take some drugs, or alcohol, or smoking. Or they have no idea that there is Krishna consciousness which is so sublime. So Krishna, can you please help them out? Somehow or other, these people needs to be saved. Is that right? Otherwise, everybody is going to go down and down and down from human life to lower species of life, and then they will keep on taking birth and death, and cycle will continue. How long will this continue? There has to some end to this. So we pray to Krishna through Krishna consciousness. As soon as he remembers the energy of Krishna, he immediately remembers the Krishna in his personal form. Therefore, in all his observations, he sees Krishna only. So a devotee of Lord will always think about Krishna. There is nothing else but Krishna himself. In Brahma Samhita, it is stated that when one's eyes are smeared with love of Krishna, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena, you always see Krishna outside and inside. Ito Narsimha, Parato Narsimha, Yato Yato Yam, Itato Narsimha, Bahe Narsimha, Hridaye Narsimha, Narsimha Madim Sharanam Prapati. So a devotee of Lord sees Lord everywhere, does not matter. Animal or human, friend or foe, does not matter. Because there is Krishna everywhere. The person who hates you also has Krishna within him. And person who loves you also has Krishna within him. So what is the common thing? Krishna. So a devotee will love a person who is inimical to him. Why?
Yes, Krishna.
He is a Krishna within him. Somebody is saying wrong about me, I have a huge respect for him. Why? Not because he's saying wrong to me, but because there is Krishna within him. You understand this?
Even the words of Krishna.
Doesn't matter because Krishna is there everywhere, right? So somebody may act crazy and do certain nonsensical things, but we don't hate them. Why?
Nonsense is Krishna.
Because Krishna is there within him. Why should we hate him? Because we hate him, that is hating like Krishna. Oh, that is not good. Because why Krishna is the only one who can solve this problem, nobody else. This is confirmed here. One should be free from all other visions, and in that way, he is freed from false egoistic identification. Oh, I am a big man. Why should I do this? I am better than you. You are just nowhere in front of me. That is called as egoistic. There is one person, his name was Ravan. Ravan, king of Lanka, very wealthy man, very egoistic. I will destroy you. I will destroy everybody who is not listening to me. I will kill them, punish them. You know, there is one person like this on the planet now. He is president of a country and he has a similar ego as Ravana ego. Oh, we are the superior. We can kill you. We can destroy you. Like that. When person under the influence of false ego, he does not know that even the person Ravana was much more powerful than the president, and he got destroyed. Who are you to in front of him? But people have this false ego. Even an insect has a false ego. Insect thinks that I am an insect. What is the power of an insect? You just crush it like this. Wasp, Mosquito. Mosquito also has an ego. I am a mosquito. Who are you, mosquito? If I do like this, you will be killed, right? Similarly, we think, oh, I am such a great person. Or in front of Krishna, you are smaller than a mosquito. If Krishna does like this, you will be chopped off in a second. You understand this? So a devotee understands his real position, that this life is very fragile. Jivana talamala kamala jaladala. This life is so fragile that in a fraction of a second your existence will be finished. You understand? People are planning so many things. That plane was going from Ahmedabad to London. So many people had dreams. We go to London and do this and do that. In a less than a minute, the whole dream got shattered. You understand? What does that mean? Kamala dala jala jivana tala mala. Huh? As the water on the lotus flower cannot stay and it falls off, the life is like that. In a fraction of a second, you will fall off. Don't be too much thinking about it yourself. Whoever you may be does not matter. Whosoever you may be. We respect everybody because everybody has Krishna. Do not be too much attached to this false ego, to this body, and consider yourself as most insignificant person on this planet. We are smaller than an insect. I have no identity. Why should I be egoistic? I'm here to serve Krishna. I'm here to pray to Krishna. And pray to Krishna for what? Hey Krishna, please relieve all the suffering living entities from this planet. Uh, Animals are also suffering. People are killing so many cows just for eating their tongue satisfaction. Killing so many animals. Krishna, please save all the animals. Krishna, save these all human beings who are suffering and dying in this war is happening all over the world. You see now that currently the situation is so bad, so many countries are attacking on each other, right? Ukraine and Russia is going forever. So many people are dying and suffering there. People do not have food to eat. Now this Palestine and Israel. Now this is Israel and Iran. There's a new war starting. And then there is India and Pakistan. And then there is a trade war going on. The prices are going up and up and up. The poor have no food to eat, no health care, no accommodation facilities. People are staying on the streets. What is happening to the society? No jobs, unemployment rising, cost is rising like crazy. Young children, what is the future for them? Nothing left, right? So we have to pray intensely to Krishna. Hey Krishna, the situation is out of control. It is now you only who can save us. Nobody else can save us. This is the perfect time for praying to Krishna. This is the worst time ever, probably in the history. So we have to pray to Krishna. Chakshushveram, as we can see, the sun without a doubt, one who is fully developed in Krishna consciousness, sees Krishna and his energy. By this vision, one becomes Atma Draka, self-realized. When the false ego of identifying the body with the self is removed, actual vision of life is perceivable. Actually, the real joy of living human life is Krishna consciousness. The senses therefore also becomes purified. With the Krishna consciousness, you do not want to see bad things. Senses are purified. You do not want to eat, which is nonsense. Meat, fish, eggs. What is the point in killing animals and eating? We eat only Krishna Prasad. We only hear What is Krishna Katha? You only see which is Krishna. You don't see anything nonsensical. So it's a purification of our senses. The real service of Lord begins when the senses are purified. One does not have to stop the activities of senses, but the false ego of identifying the body has to be removed. False ego has to be removed. Then the senses automatically becomes purified. And with the purified senses, one can actually discharge devotional service, right? So here, very nicely, Srila Prabhupada ji explaining the principle of bhakti. Prabhupada ji is saying here in this verse that our consciousness, it has to be transcendental. And what is a transcendental consciousness? Seeing beyond the material conception, seeing Krishna everywhere. One has to be very self-realized that oh, my existence is really here for some time. I'm not here forever. And seeing everything in relation with Krishna. When you see living or non-living, we think that it is Krishna. A devotee, whether good time or bad time does not matter because both are same. Day and night does not matter because both are dreams, right? Both are temporary. So we see Krishna in everything in our life. So when our eyes are smeared with Krishna prema, premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena, then we are happy inside and outside. For that, we have to purify our senses, try to avoid unnecessary distractions in our material life. We have to avoid anything which takes us away from Krishna, anything which distracts us from Krishna Bhakti. So to avoid everything. Anything which does not please Krishna, I will not do it. You have to decide. Okay? So in our life, if we decide that, then we can be Krishna conscious. Otherwise, the trouble is waiting for us. Understand? Srila Prabhupada tomorrow. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.